So, you're moving to Warrensburg or you're PCSing to Whiteman Air Force Base, and what neighborhood are you going to live in? I can help you with that. Today, we are going to look at an awesome neighborhood in Warrensburg, Cahill. Stay tuned. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because I make a new video every week. You're going to want to get notified. And my contact information is right down there. So if you're coming here, if you have any questions about the town or real estate, do not hesitate. Call me, text me, email me. I love talking to people. Okay, friends, fellow countrymen, today we are talking about the one, the only Cahill. So I've done actually 1 or 2 videos on this neighborhood. It's a very awesome neighborhood in Warrensburg. It's kind of halfway in between Warrensburg and Knobnoster, which is Whiteman Air Force Base. If you hear squeaking, that is my dog in the background. There it is. But this is a very cool neighborhood. It's a big neighborhood. It's a posh neighborhood in the sense of all the houses there have been built within the last decade. They're all big, beautiful, and a little bit pricey. So we're gonna do a tour of it, not only in person, a driving tour. I got some drone footage and I'm gonna show you where it is on a map so you know where it is on a map. Okay, here we go. Okay, so today we're gonna take a look at where Cahill is on the map. So you guys can kind of see where Cahill is in regards to every place else in Warrensburg and from Knobnoster. So looking at the map, here is Warrensburg. And Warrensburg, in case you haven't watched any of my other videos, is about 45 minutes from Kansas City, and it's about an hour and a half from Columbia and 3 hours from St. Louis. It's also a hop, skip, and a jump to Knobnoster and Whiteman Air Force Base. It's anywhere between 12 and 20 minutes, depending upon where you live, if you live in Warrensburg, to get to Whiteman Air Force Base. So, Cahill is a subdivision up in the northeastern portion of Warrensburg. As you can see, it is slightly outside of town. So here's the main area of Warrensburg. This is 50 Highway right here. This is the main highway that you would take to either go into Warrensburg or to go to Whiteman Air Force Base or Knobnoster. Here is the center of Warrensburg. This is where we have all of the University of Central Missouri. This is where we have all the bars, the restaurants. Over here, we have Walmart. We have Hy-Vee, so everything is kind of in the center area of town. So Cahill is definitely outside of that. This is a large subdivision. It's also a beautiful subdivision. All of these houses were built in the last 10 years. So all of the houses are new. You're also going to see a lot of different style homes. But I will tell you, they're all glorious. This is a higher price range. I will say this is definitely, you're going to see a lot of 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom homes that range anywhere from 2,500 square feet all the way up to 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. Price range anywhere from right at 400,000 all the way up to 750,000. So you see a lot of larger homes here. There's also still some lots available right on the lake. And yes, there are 2 beautiful lakes. So I'm gonna get obviously some drone footage and driving footage, but let's enter the street view so you guys can see a little bit of this neighborhood. So as you can see, it is a very, very clean, beautiful neighborhood with large, beautiful homes. Cahill does have an HOA. It is a little bit more expensive than most of the other HOAs in town, but if you have a house in Cahill, you know that every other house is going to look gorgeous. The yards are going to look gorgeous. The houses look pristine. Also, there are some very strict rules in Cahill. For example, you are not allowed to have a wooden fence. It has to be a certain type of fence. It has to be a certain height. So everything does look very uniform. But again, it's just part of living in Cahill. That's a pretty house. This is the place to go if you like trick-or-treating, like crazy trick-or-treating. So I actually have some footage of trick-or-treating in this neighborhood, and it is just crazy. There's actually a haunted house in this neighborhood that you can go through. There are amazing, crazy decorations. People go over the top. You'll see just hordes of children and adults just lining these streets like something out of a movie. Also, this is where you get the full-size candy bars. But there's also adult treats. So at a lot of these places, you'll see they'll have like little adults, like shots or things like that. So it's really, really fun, but it's definitely a lot. So if you don't want an over-the-top experience, don't go here trick-or-treating. But it's really, really fun. So one thing that I really love about Cahill is that that if you PCS to Whiteman and you purchase a home here, that when you leave and go to the next duty station, you're going to be able to sell your home very easily, and you're probably going to make money selling it, because houses here, if you take care of them like any other house, regularly and easily raise in value, because this is a very desirable neighborhood just because homes are very well taken care of and it's close to Whiteman Air Force Base, pure and simple. Also, they're pretty. There's lots of different types of architecture, which I think is very cool. The one thing that I don't like about Cahill is that there are not a lot of trees, and I just think that's kind of unfortunate. There's just not a lot of trees. Also, the HOA is very strict. So they, if you're not going to mow your lawn on a regular basis, you're going to have a problem. If you want to paint your house a crazy color, not going to happen. So like any other stricter HOA, they are very particular about keeping the neighborhood looking a certain way. There are lake lots though, so that's something awesome. If you want to live on a lake, there are 2 separate lakes. There are even a couple lots left that you can build on if you want to build a new construction house and live in the neighborhood, which quite a few people are currently building on the second lake. I think there's 2 or 3 lots still available. So if you'd like to live in a super fancy neighborhood that's very easy to resell your property in and is very well taken care of, and you don't mind a strict HOA and a lack of foliage, Cahill is the place for you. Also, if you don't mind the whopping price tag, because you're not going to really find anything in Cahill for probably less than $400,000. Maybe you get lucky and it's a high threes, but then it's going to be a fixer-upper, and there really aren't a lot of those in Cahill, I gotta tell you. But lots of bedrooms, lots of bathroom, modern architecture, and a lot of the newer recent builds, and you're getting one heck of a house. Okay, there you go. There's Cahill. So I am glad that you watched my video if you made it this far, and I make a new video every single week. So hit that like and subscribe button so you see it. And don't forget to check out my contact info. So if you have any questions, give me a call. What neighborhood do you want a driving Zoom loom tour of? If you have one in particular, pop it down in the comments and maybe I'll do it next time. Okay, see you later.